Hi, I'm joined by Dave Mumford from Artec. Morning, Dave.
Morning,
First of
Tom.
all, tell us on this Member Monday a little bit about the company.
Okay, so Artec Materials are a 20-year-old materials and product testing expertise business. We've been ISO 17025 accredited for that entire period, and we are unique in that we are a British family-owned testing business. So in terms of what we do, we're established in testing a wide variety of materials ranging from steel, composites, polymers, water fittings. And then we also undertake a lot of materials consultancy, which includes failure investigation. So whilst we test water fittings, at this moment in time, we also have samples that have failed in the field or have materials issues so that we can advise the manufacturer on how to prevent that moving forwards.
So, what's happening in 2024? There's lots happening around materials in particular. Tell us a little bit about that.
Completely. So I think the first thing it's important to say here is materials testing from our side is a little bit different to what is understood in water circles, let's say, because you test materials for their impact on drinking water,
Mhm.
whereas the materials testing we undertake is testing the material itself. So just a clarification. In terms of what's going on with us in 24, one of the big things which is impacting on our business at the minute is the Tata Steel situation in South Wales. It's had a big impact on our business recently, and we are looking to innovate and diversify our portfolio at present, whilst also trying to support the unfortunate staff who will be made redundant in the forthcoming months. So as I said, we're continuing to innovate. So this year we've invested heavily in our business. We've invested in a brand new Instron 1,500 kilonewton test machine, which you may have seen some of the videos of on LinkedIn. That machine is capable of putting a load of 150 tons for a test sample. So that's generally for testing metals and composite materials. Equally, we're investing heavily in water fitting testing right now.
Mhm.
So we've added opacity testing, swivel endurance for taps, head works endurance is in the process of being added, and we expect that to be in by the end of the year. Equally, on the other side, we've invested in ICP OES, which is a chemical analysis test, primarily for testing metals for their makeup. So we'll be able to test brasses, stainless steels for that purpose. Equally, we're investing in a lot of lab refit activity. And then aside from that, we're investing in our people. So we've had kind of almost a siloed business stream approach, whereas we've actually moved that away from that now. We're actually cross-skilling our staff so that we're flexible, nimble, and able to react to the customer's need.
Obviously, yourself and Ben in particular are good friends to the BMA, and that investment in staff really shows because certainly you're two of the friendliest faces in the BMA circle. So it's good to see. I mean, speaking to members, one of the things that they often talk about is the speed of new product development and the need to kind of get products out onto the market very quickly. And testing behind all of that is a key component of the process. Tell us a little bit about your kind of service levels and turnaround times, because that's going to be of a key concern to a manufacturer.
Yeah, of course. So I think if you were to talk to any of our customers today, you wouldn't have any bad feedback. But what I can tell you in terms of specifics is that for the past 6 months, we've had 100% submission success rate. And our average turnaround time in the lab is 7 to 10 working days. Now, we spoke a little bit before about cross-skilling our staff. So we're not a small, tiny lab. We have 40 employees, so we're very able to move staff from one area to another depending on workload, and that's what allows us to facilitate that 7 to 10 working day turnaround time. Obviously, that excludes where endurance testing is required, because that can take 7 to 10 days in its own right. Aside from that, again, what makes us unique is the the other services we have, the ability to test the materials to help you understand if your brass composition meets the criteria, whether mechanical properties are suitable, or if it's not performing as you'd expect, you've had a problem in manufacture, or worst case, it's failed in service and you need to identify if it's an installation or a manufacturer issue. That is absolutely something we can help with.
Dave, always a pleasure. Speak to you again soon.
Cheers, Tom. All the best.